She sprang out of the ocean like a fresh pearl. She stretched her limbs and let out a sigh of release. As she stepped, the tide ceased to wave, and the sun beamed only toward her path. She was destined to change the world on this journey.
I was once asked, "Are you a flower or a tree?" It took me a moment to fully comprehend what was being asked of me, but I replied to him, "Flower." I paused, then I realized, then I clarified. "I'm not a rose, a tulip, or not even a sunflower," I said. I stuttered a bit, regained my composure, and cleared my throat, straightened my back, and gave full eye contact. I'm a wildflower, like a dandelion or a daisy. I grow in places that no one really expects me to.
The butterfly and the wolf, the sun and the moon, night and day, the purple berries and yellow sunsets, the contrast of two people with old souls and the sameness of broken hearts, afraid to love, and messed up minds that work so well together. What a perfect harmony of guitar strums and lovely tortured piano chords. An adventure was present through their friendship, so they went. When they stepped through the portal, it shrunk to nothing but a sizzle of burnt-out sparks that represented the life they left behind. The tulip field began to dance. The breeze begged their pardon as if they couldn't believe their eyes. The flowers danced once more. The breeze thanked them for their show and kissed them goodbye with swirls of leaves and seeds of fluffy white dandelions. They walked through carefully. They didn't want to harm their friends, for they were nature's best.
Dear old self, goodbye, for there is fair in this farewell. I'm leaving you today with only words of understanding and gratitude. I thank you for bringing me this far, but your services are no longer needed. You carried me from the ground that I felt the tears on and led me to the doors of my next chapter, and for that I do thank you. But now, I think it's time that I take over. That I could take back control over what should have been mine from the start. So, farewell, old friend. I refuse to bring you into my future because you simply harbor no place there. I shall never forget the journey up until here, but here I will leave you. Sincerely, me. She, growing without your permission. She, kept deep in the pockets of her own mind. The physical adaptation to her containment becomes her existence. But she will shine, destined to be what God spoke into her vacant soul and decided for her empty mold. Full, abundant in the gifts bestowed upon her, walking in the light of her own testimony, breathing, chest rising and falling, breathing in the midst of her own journey, in through the nose, in with the experiences she has encountered, in with understanding, out through the mouth, out with the evil of the world, out with things not of God and not of her own morals, lonely, not forgotten, risen like an underdog out of the ash of expectation, shedding herself of disappointment and opening to learning. She, I shall become.